So before I continue talking, I just want to make it clear that no, I'm not a student. I dropped out of CLC because it just I never really liked school. That's just my thing. Like I never really liked school, and I was able to get FAFSA assistance. It came through, but it just I don't know. Like I guess I'm really starting to like value money. Something that I didn't really value before. Um, I don't know if it's because I started working at a very young age, and just blowing my money in whatever that I whatever I wanted to blow my money on, I would blow it. And I don't know if it was for that particular reason that I don't I didn't like value money like the way that I value it now. And I don't know if it's about money, or I don't know if it's about the type of work that I'm doing, what I do. But I'm just trying to like understand why people are saying that we are being scammed, that we're getting scammed because you go to work, but then you have to pay bills. And that I heard a YouTuber having a conversation with another person, saying that paper, like, our money is not really our money. And I'm just like, wait, what? And then, of course, there's people that say that money is not necessarily money. They're thinking about, like, human beings. But I'm just like, wait, what? Some people don't like babies. Some people don't like having babies. They like animals. Like they rather have a pet, and they love their pets. Everyone's different. So it's just like I'm trying to understand, and I don't get it. Like I just don't get it. But where was I going with this? Like I don't think paying bills is bad, because if you like pay bills, isn't that like a form of reciprocation? And I spoke about this reciprocating in other on my IG, one of my IG pages that I don't have access to anymore. I only have access to one of them, but I don't really go on IG. um the algorithm, I have my opinions about that, and I know that I can't change the world. That's just a reality right there. But I'm just like thinking out loud, because I'm part of this world. Can I change that? No. So then I've heard, like, it's crazy, like a lot of people are quitting. They're quitting their jobs. Like I'm in the healthcare, and I'm seeing nurses are quitting. Um and I'm just like wondering why. Like, makes me today, I was thinking, I'm like, should I go back to school to become a nurse? But I actually like my position. I like being a CNA. um I think that with if you have a good communication, if you communicate, everything's fine as a CNA. um when you work with your the people that you're working with on the floor, if we're working together, asking, you need help, it's about that. It's about communication. And personally, I think I have great communication skills. And like I said, I like my position. And where have I gotten these skills, right? What's the purpose of me even making this video slash speech? I'm not trying to persuade. I'm not trying to convince. I'm trying to understand. And I took a course about 2 summers ago in construction, in the construction field, because growing up, my younger days when I first became a certified nurse assistant and I started taking care of people, um, it's a lot of women working, you know, the certified nurse assistant certification, right, in the healthcare field. A lot of nurses are women. A lot of, in the hospital settings, it's different. It's more, uh, doctors are males, but majority nurses and certified nurse assistants are females. Um, and that's besides the point, right? But I'm just giving y'all statistics, in what I'm about to, in this message that I'm trying to convey, the best I can. And I just had a lost train of thought here. Uh, so what was I saying? See, this is why I cannot be a good speaker. This is why I cannot go to TED. That's why I dropped out of school, out of class and out of school, because I sometimes my mind goes like blank. I get and I don't know if it's because I smoked a lot of pot before in my younger days, which I think that's what it is. I smoked a lot of pot. And I also, but I don't think that's what it is. I think I'm just a little bit slow. Or maybe I just need to take my time. Or maybe I just gotta have like index cards to like remind me, because that's one of the skills that I learned before I dropped out of speech class at CLC, where you have to have like your index cards and you gotta practice and stuff. But to me, there's yeah, it sounds good. I can have an index card, right? But is the conversation or the speech or the message that I'm trying to convey to the audience, right? Is it gonna come out natural, or is it gonna come more like a planned conversation? In a planned conversation, um, I don't think that it runs as smooth, right? I don't think so. But back to what I was saying, I remember when I took this certification for construction, general construction certified, I did it because in my younger, when I first became a CNA, I came across a nurse, and she goes, "Oh man, like, are you gonna go to school to become a nurse?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so. Like, yeah, I want to, I should." And they would try to like that spark, like, I should, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But it's been years and I haven't done it, right? And she goes, "You know that in the construction field, they as a CNA, it's a lot of physical work. It's a lot of physical work. You have to, constantly walk from here to here. Um, a lot of lifting, a lot of bending down, all this stuff. It's a lot of physical work." And she goes, "If you go to the construction, it's, it's about the same thing, and you're going to get paid a lot more." And she got me thinking, like, okay. And that's just been in the back of my head for like a long time, right? So when I finally, after a decade, the opportunity arise for presented itself to take a course as a certified nurse assistant, not a certified, for construction at CLC. I guess CLC partnered with a different college. I forgot the name of the college, but long story short, I went through the teaching, right, for the construction. And one of the things that I learned in that course was that, like, when you are having a conversation or you're having a speech, it's you know one way to like really fully understand and like work on both sides, speaker and audience, to like understand what I'm trying to say, to verify that the message is passed on correctly, is asking questions, right? And that's one. Another way is repeating in your own words. Like if a speaker says, does anybody have any questions? And then you raise your hand, somebody in the audience wants to ask questions, and then they basically, clarification, like you repeat what the speaker said in your own words to see if the speaker agrees with you or disagrees with you. Boom. That's a way of the speaker giving the speech, making sure that the message that is coming out their mouth is understood correctly. But what happens when a speaker is speaking and blocks questions or verification methods of the listeners? Well, what happens? The message gets blocked. And that's one of the great ways, great lesson that I got from, construction certification, in that 2 summers ago. And it just got stuck to me. It got stuck to me, and I can connect that to many ways, because it's indeed, it is very true, especially in construction. Like if you're high up there in, like, whatever floor you're working, high up there, and like you don't listen to the instructions and you fall, that's a problem. So you have to make sure that you always, be careful and make sure that you understand the instructions, because if you don't, things happen. So, there's that saying again, better safe than sorry. So what am I trying to say is, I hope that whoever watches this video, I hope you're having a good day, and I hope that you don't quit, and I hope that like you just, try working on your communication skills a little bit more. I'm pretty sure you know about this, and everything, and yeah, like don't quit. Just, I heard before from a former coach, you show up and do what you have to do, and listen to orders and ask questions. And that's like my, I don't want to say 2 cents, I don't want to say opinion, this is my output for the world, whoever watches this speech, this message, this face-to-face meeting. And yeah, have a good day. I'm on my break and I forgot to bring my lunch. Actually, no, I overate yesterday, so that's that. And yeah. Okay, I'm done speaking. Bye.